exciting as we were proceeding with this Corvette program downstairs, because Mitchell had come in all the time just to see what was coming along with the models and encouraged all of us to continue to work on this particular theme. So now we were all back on this theme that I developed. When we got that thing all finished up, he came in one day and looked at it, and he's really liking it, and he's talking to the models. He says, I want you to take and just give me a line right down the middle of the back window. So they went over and with a knife and ran a thing. He says, okay, now just imagine that we're going to split that apart and make two windows, one on either side there, and put a little wind split down there and right over the top, and it's going to go to the front. So they did that, and they modeled it in there, and he was really liking it. So he's gone for a day or whatever. So Zora's coming over all the time looking at the thing, and he was never really that excited about a front engine car. He worked for Porsche, and he was very much for doing a mid-engine car. But again, he was, even though he was always fighting the idea, he was still a team player and was trying to get the better engineering. He walks in and he sees a split window on the back end, and he says, what is this? He's looking at all the designers. Who did this? And we explained that Mr. Mitchell had requested that we split the back window down. He says, this is so stupid. It's going to cut down the visibility. It's a higher cost. He was just irate with the whole thing. And he said, we have to change this. This has to go back the way you had this, much better. The next day, Mitchell comes in, and they have this giant screaming match over the rear window. And literally Mitchell could be very graphic in his conversation with people. And so anyway, the upshot is that he threw Zora out of styling. He said, you're not coming back in here. This is my domain here, and we're going to build it this way and get these out of here. And it was, we were aghast that, these top management guys were screaming at each other about the way they were going to design our car. And looking back on it, it was pretty humorous, but you had to admire Bill Mitchell. He wasn't going to back down on anything.